Steven's been talking about this day nonstop for quite some time now. No joke. Right after their first date, he's talked all about proposing in Ireland, the wedding, which college he wants to send his future kids to, which senior centers that win the most bingo matches at. I mean, the list goes on.
My love, my sunshine, Miranda. Today is our wedding day. Honestly, if you ask me, the day I knew you were someone special was our first date at Fallen Timbers. Just being able to talk to you as we walked around the mall so many times, talking about our families and friends, I knew you were someone that I could talk with about anything the rest of my life. As our weekly dates turned into months and years gone by, it felt like we had just had our first date. And it felt like I had known you for so many years. I wish we had met each other sooner, so we could have been a part of each other's lives in so many other very important ways. If you had told me back when I was in high school, Boy Scouts, and rowing, that I would meet somebody that I would truly love, it would have brought me so much peace and joy. I wish you had been able to come to summer camp with my family, cheer me on at my rowing meets, and I could have cheered you on at all of your high school and college activities. Fast forward to our engagement trip and our engagement planning. I don't think I was ever so nervous and anxious and excited to propose to you. Your family truly welcomed me with open arms, and asking your parents to marry you was so easy with them. Honestly, you being the creative person you are just matches my creativity more than both of us, I think, could ever know. You are such a bundle of joy that sometimes I don't think you even know how much you mean to everyone and to me. I cannot wait for the rest of our lives together and to have a family. I vow to always love you on the best days and on the toughest days, and I will always put our love first. I vow to always take care of our family. I vow to look back on this day as one of the best days of my life and as another major chapter in our lives. I love you, my future wife, and I will see you at the altar.
Don't start crying. I'm gonna start crying.
I'm not. Now what do we do?
So handsome.
Like my tuck?
I do.
Oh, Mom's crying.
Stephen, my darling love, I started writing my vows at 3 a.m. on October 23rd, 2023. Oh, I've been so good all day because I couldn't sleep, and admittedly they weren't great, but they were a good start, and this will be better. I knew I loved you the first time I said I adore you, and I knew I would marry you on our first date. I remember it clearly. We were standing by the fountain at Fallen Timbers, leaning up against the railing. I was in my maroon Converse, and you were in your gray sneakers. Leaning up against those rails, I looked down at my shoes through the slats of the fence, and I asked myself if I could see myself marrying you, and my brain screamed yes at me. I don't remember what we were talking about in that moment. I just knew I'd have a future with you. We've shared our first hello, our first kiss, our first I love you, our only will you marry me, and our first house, and soon we will say our first and last I do together. We sit here today in brand new shoes, about to take our first steps as husband and wife, and I'm so excited to find out where that path will take us. You saved me, and you taught me what it feels like to love, and what it feels like to be loved. I love you more than anything in the world. In beat-up Converse dress shoes and heels, socked feet or bare feet. I want to be by your side and to have you by mine at every step through the rest of our lives. I love you to the moon, around the universe, in between each star and back. I love you heart, body, and soul. I vow to work with you and not against you. I vow to love you every day, even on the bad days. And I vow to love you even when I'm angry. I vow to work with you, to fill our house with light and color and joy and happiness, in whichever form that takes. I love you, my teddy bear. We are cuter and more loving than milk and mocha. I adore you, my darling love. I cherish you, my love. I'm so excited to get married. I'm so excited for us. And let's go get married. I'm ready to be your wife. I don't even remember writing that last part. I love you.
I love you.
Dear friends, with great joy on this absolutely gorgeous afternoon, what an incredible afternoon to celebrate. These two beautiful souls, incredible good people who unite today in marriage. So I didn't ask him beforehand, but Stephen does a lot of weddings. A lot of weddings, and in fact, that's how we got to meet. And I don't know, I could ask you now, Stephen. This is different, isn't it? Very different when you're behind that camera and when you're in that seat. And Miranda, the two of you are an incredible couple. The choices for the readings today are excellent. I thought back to our first meeting when you showed me the proposal at the Cliffs of Moher on a very windy day. Let the adventures begin. That really does indicate the path you're on, the metaphor for marriage. From where you were individually, to the highs and the lows that this journey now, our God graces with rains from heaven. That the way you go about the highs and the lows, that if you go them together and you embrace them as one, the highs will be incredibly memorable and the lows will be far more tolerable. And then when we look at you as a community, we say, oh my goodness, we get a glimpse of just what God's love is about. We get a glimpse of just how beautiful God's love for all the world is by just looking at the two of you. No pressure. Once that joy takes hold, perfection, complete.
I, Stephen, take you, Miranda, to be my wife. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love you and to honor you all the days of my life.
I, Miranda, take you, Stephen, to be my husband. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love you and to honor you for all the days of my life.
Miranda, receive this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Stephen, receive this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
With the exchange of vows and the exchange of rings, it is appropriate to seal the covenant of marriage with a kiss. And it's an honor to introduce for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Stephen and Miranda Estes.
had the pleasure of seeing Miranda's art room or any of her projects, her creativity shines in every corner, and everything is a canvas. She has invited us into her bright, bold, and beautiful world. What a gift it is. She always finds the bright spots in a situation, the sunny side up of it, and always leaves you saying, "You're right, I didn't see that positive aspect before." I and the other ladies who have the pleasure of sitting here have been blessed to watch her creativity continue to bloom after high school, through college, and beyond. I wondered, as her friend, what other artistic person could match her and was sure to find her. What would they bring to the table to match her light, her empathy, her fun spirit? Stephen is the yin to her yang and the paint to her canvas. To watch Miranda fall in love with Stephen has been a gift. And what a perfect pairing, two artists finding each other and spending the rest of their lives together. And yet, how lucky are all of us to be a part of their latest art piece as they start their new lives together.
Stephen and I became close friends back in 2016 when he began working for UT's football team. We were both camera operators. It didn't take long for me to realize that he was a hard worker. When it was time to work, he was ready to work. But when it was time to party, Stephen was ready to party. Stephen, I know I dog on you quite a bit, but I want you to know this. Driving up to the Imagine Theater to see the latest Marvel movie, geeking out over the latest camera equipment, and grabbing food every week are memories I'll never forget. I'm glad to call you one of my greatest friends. Stephen wanted us to meet this girl he was talking to. When we all met, my first reaction was, wow, this girl's actually real. My second reaction was, holy cow, Miranda and I actually went to grade school back in the day, and her mom was my third grade teacher. Small world. When Stephen started inviting Miranda to hang out with us, I knew she was the perfect match for him. Miranda, you bring Stephen so much joy and happiness, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for both of you. Cheers.
Stephen, Miranda, may you always remember the blessings within the chaos and joy that is a married life. And more importantly, may you always be there for one another and rejoice in, as God intended, being one another's safety blanket and landing pad. Congratulations. Cheers.